Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second summit on University Social Responsibility hosted by the Hong Kong Polytechnic University. Built on the solid foundation and the success of the first summit held in 2012, this second summit today intends to provide continuity to further develop university social responsibility. We hope to develop university social responsibility and have a greater impact on the higher education sector globally. The summit aims to promote understanding and development of social responsibility in the university context by establishing an international platform for dialogue and exchange on issues relating to university social responsibility. This year, in conjunction with the summit, we are delighted to hold the inaugural International Service Learning Conference on the next 2 days. The conference will focus on the research and practices of service learning, aiming to further promote the scholarly development of the relevant theories, models, and tools of service learning, and very importantly, to foster partnership among higher education institutions, locally and internationally. Today, over 200 representatives from the education, public, and business sectors of Hong Kong, mainland China, and around the world are present here to actively exchange their views so as to develop greater commitments to university social responsibility. May we take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, Zeshan Foundation and Woolful Social Enterprises, for providing generous support to the summit. We would also like to express our gratitude to our media partners, Hong Kong Economic Times and the Wall Street Journal, for their full support in this event. Last but not least, our heartfelt thanks also go to all our collaborating and supporting institutions that have made this event possible. Let me introduce each institution to you, and can I invite the representative of these institutions to wave at us if you are present. Our collaborating institutions are the University of New South Wales, University of Haifa, Kyoto University, Yonsei University, Peking University, Beijing Normal University, Sichuan University, National University of Singapore, my alma mater, University of Cambridge, the University of Manchester, University of Pennsylvania, Stanford Graduate School of Business, Tufts University, Washington University in St. Louis. Thank you. And our supporting institutions to this event include the Chinese University of Hong Kong, East China Normal University, the University of Hong Kong, Lingnan University, University of Macau, National Cheng Kung University, okay. National Sun Yat-sen University, right. Sun Yat-sen University, Tongji University, Zhejiang University. Thank you all for your support. Now let's begin the opening ceremony of the second summit on university social responsibility. We are honored to have invited Professor Yan Junqi, Vice Chairman of the Standing Committee of the National People's Congress of the People's Republic of China, and the Director of China Institute of Education Policy, to be one of our officiating guests today. However, due to unexpected official assignment, Professor Yen is not able to join us. But Professor Yen has kindly recorded a short video to share her thoughts on university social responsibility and also to extend her well wishes to all of us. Let's watch the video.
各位嘉宾、朋友们，大家好！祝贺第2届大学社会责任高峰论坛在香港理工大学如期开幕。我因政务缠身，未能赴会当面向各位专家请教，深表遗憾。仅通过视频，代表该论坛的发起方之一中国教育政策研究院，向莅临本次分会的各位嘉宾、各位朋友表示热烈的欢迎。我特别感谢香港理工大学在组织大学社会责任高峰论坛中做出的出色贡献。在与香港理工大学的合作中，我充分感受到该校追求卓越、培养精英、服务地区发展和国际理解的办学理念，让人振奋。该校为香港的繁荣发展、社会的和谐进步以及国际交流积极作为的社会责任感，令人钦佩。中国教育政策研究院是为了在我国教育事业的改革和发展中，提高国家进行教育决策的科学化与民主化的水平，更好汇集各方专家智慧，而在5年前建立的一个高级智库，有中国民主促进会中央和北京师范大学为主要支持单位。香港理工大学和中国教育政策研究院在大学社会责任之重要这个问题上有高度的共识，携手创建大学社会责任高峰论坛，也是水到渠成之举。2年来的实践证明了我们为中外大学与相关专家、多方面人士就大学发展、人才培养与社会责任相互关系的诸多问题，搭建这样一个思想碰撞、经验交流、合作对话的国际化平台，是很有意义的事。我很高兴第2届论坛更获得来自全球25所著名大学的支持，共同提倡大学社会责任的重要性，分享他们在推动大学社会责任和培养学生成为良好社会公民的策略、经验及模式，并展示如何通过教育、研究及服务社区，以促进社会发展，并最终达到提升高等教育素养的目标。记得2年前的首届论坛上，有与会者指出，大学是构筑文化根基的堡垒，是守护社会正义的良心，是引领社会进步的灯塔。无疑，一个游离于社会之外的大学是不可能存在的，一个不承担社会责任的大学是难以允许的。国际互动越频繁，国家发展越加速，知识社会越发达，就越凸显大学的社会责任。大学在价值认同、创新驱动、社会理性上，担负着公共智库、人才摇篮和文明旗帜的使命，这是人们对大学的期待。中国是一个历史悠久的、统一的多民族国家，绵延5000年的文化，孕育出灿烂的华夏文明。文化认同是国家认同的基础，大学是文化的传承和发展者。我国高等教育要务求培养具有丰富知识、热爱中华文化、具备公民意识和法治观念的人，培养上学务实、知能并重、自觉担当的价值追求。这就要求大学成为以文化人、树德立人、 崇教爱人的社会高地，成为文化自觉、文化自信和文化自强的源头。科技是第一生产力，面对科技创新发展的新需要和新趋势，大学必须有摒弃浮躁、鼓励潜心科学研究、10年磨一剑的定力，也要有走出象牙塔、推进技术更新、为中国经济转型升级服务的热情。当今世界，尽管有争斗、有冲突，但和平发展是主流，融合互通是趋势，既竞争又合作是现实。在国际社会大变革、大发展的时代背景下，高等教育面临新的挑战，也迎来难得的机遇。大学从来没有像今天这样，既享受高度信息化的优越，但也承受信息爆炸的挤压；既享受高度国际化的开放，但又承受国际力量的撕扯。这考验大学止于至善的定力，拷问大学明德亲民的责任，召唤大学的科学理性精神。作为培养人才、奠基未来的专业机构，作为挑战未知、创造新时的学术组织，大学需要以坚强的信念和博大的胸怀，成为世界和平发展进程中的报春花，社会和谐建设进程中的解铃人，用理性力量促进和谐共生环境的创造。最后，再次感谢给我这个表达机会，感谢香港理工大学、中国教育政策研究院及所有论坛的高校合作伙伴、同仁们为此次论坛所做出的努力，感谢与会朋友们的参与和支持，衷心祝愿论坛取得圆满成功。谢谢大家。
We are sincerely thankful for Professor Yan's very enlightening sharing. Now, it gives me great pleasure to invite another honorable guest of the summit, Mr. Eddie Hakim, Secretary for Education of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region Government, to address us. Mr. Please.
Dr. Roy Chung, Professor Timothy Tong, distinguished guests, scholars, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to join you all here this morning at the opening ceremony of the second summit on University Social Responsibility, cum International Conference on Service Learning. First of all, I would like to thank the Hong Kong Polytechnic University for organizing the summit again. This summit was a great success when it was first held in 2012 in collaboration with the China Institute of Education Policy. It helps promote the concept of social responsibility in the higher education arena, share good practices of other universities in the region and around the world, and build an international network around the theme of university social responsibility. Higher education has a particular role in serving the society. Globalization brings challenges and opportunities never seen before. Hence, we look upon our universities to provide holistic education to the students with a view to equipping them with the necessary skills and mindset, I stress mindset, to cope with the new age, as well as grooming them to become responsible global citizens, and with a strong sense of social responsibility and global outlook. The theme describes the way that a university is making a difference to the social and economic and cultural well-being of its community through its teaching, researches, public events, and various initiatives and activities. In the information age, education should not be confining to classroom and textbook knowledge, but also exposing students to the real world and cultivating among them the willingness of serving the community beyond oneself. In Chinese philosophy, we treasure most the motto of the great Ming Dynasty scholar Wang Yangming, who advocates the importance of unity of knowledge and action, 知行合一. Today, I can see that universities are playing a very crucial role in accomplishing such unity by providing opportunities for students to engage in service learning throughout their study. I always like the saying, learn to serve and serve to learn. Service learning is a practical tool which would expose students to a spectrum of real-life experiences that will shape their personal growth and instill in them the set of core values and positive attitude which are valuable to their work and life ahead. It's gaining recognition and being accorded increasingly high priority among all higher education institutions in Hong Kong, in the region, and globally. With proper guidance from teachers and students' own reflection during the learning process, service learning can instill civil responsibility, encourage lifelong civic engagement, and strengthen community giving. All these are important attributes which our future leaders should have. Service learning provides a knowledge exchange platform for students and teachers to have very meaningful interactions with individuals in the community as well. Widen the scope of all walks of life as another good experience. These interactions also give real-life meaning to the textbook theories and help inspire students to make a difference in the world. With the implementation of new academic structure in Hong Kong since 2008-2009, we have revamped the senior secondary curriculum by putting in more emphasis on holistic and out-of-classroom learning experience. Through the broader and richer curricula, students can acquire a wide spectrum of learning experience of moral and civil education, community services, physical and athletic education, and more importantly, the sense of responsibility. This is very important. The new curricula can also foster a broader scope of views and lifelong learning abilities for our students. In this regard, I'm pleased to see that PolyU shares the same ambition and value. I'm also glad to learn that PolyU has been a pioneer in making service learning as a mandatory credit-bearing component since the commencement of the new 4-year undergraduate programs in 2012. Also, it has been recently successful in gaining funding support from the Hong Kong Jockey Club in launching the PolyU Serves Community Project. I trust that these community service projects and others will not only improve the well-being of the underprivileged groups in Hong Kong to be served, but also cultivate caring culture among our youngster generation. No doubt, service learning will become an important educational platform for positive youth development, a very much an important focus for Hong Kong in the years to come. This is in line with the PolyU's commitment to nurturing students to become all-round global citizens with a heart to serve. Taking this opportunity, I would encourage students to actively participate in those community service projects, to take responsibility and to build the sense of responsibility as a global citizen and future leader who really has a heart to serve others and contribute to the society. Finally, may I wish the second summit on University Social Responsibility cum International Conference on Service Learning every success. And for those who travel in from afar, may I remind you, Hong Kong is also a very good shopping center. Do spend some time in shopping while doing hard work for the next 3 days. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ng. As part of the hosting university, I would just like to remind you that Hong Kong Polytechnic University is also strategically located near the shopping area. Right, if you need directions, our staff are on hand to help you. Right. Now may I invite Dr. Roy Chung Chi Ping, Court Chairman of the Hong Kong Polytechnic University, to say a few words. Dr. Chung, please.
Mr. Edding, President Tong, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I'm honored to be present among so many distinguished leaders, scholars, and community partners here this morning. As the co-chairman of the university, may I extend a warm welcome to all of you to the Hong Kong Polytechnic University. Welcome all. Thank you. Thank you. With the motto to learn and to apply for the benefit of mankind as our core belief, PolyU is committed to building a better world through the application of our professional knowledge and active participation in community services. PolyU believes that universities, as main pillar of the society, have a responsibility to educate students to become socially responsible citizens. We aim to provide a holistic education to our students, grooming them to become responsible citizens with a strong sense of social responsibility and global outlook. Apart from grooming students with a heart to serve, we also strive to demonstrate our strong commitment to university social responsibility by embedding it as the foundation of our corporate culture, teaching, research, and community engagement. The new 4-year undergraduate system since 2012 has allowed an additional year for universities in Hong Kong to offer students a more flexible learning experience, giving them time and space to build a broader knowledge base and to develop more solid foundation for their holistic development. Thanks to the leadership of President Tong and efforts of the university community, our new 4-year curriculum is an integrated one which prepares students to become practical dreamers of tomorrow, who will strive to serve the society, challenge the present, and enrich the future. I'm pleased to see that PolyU is partnering with 25 renowned institutions around the world to host the second summit of University Social Responsibility and the International Conference on Service Learning. I trust that through this dynamic international platform and partnership, good practices and insights will be shared, which will definitely contribute to the higher education sector and the world community as a whole. I welcome once again to this wonderful event To those who have traveled a long way to Hong Kong, may I wish you a pleasant stay here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Chung. May we now invite Professor Timothy Tong, President of the Hong Kong Polytechnic University, to speak. Prof. Tong, please.
Good morning. Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Hong Kong Polytechnic University, I'm delighted to welcome all of you to this second summit on university social responsibility, come Inaugural International Conference on Service Learning. First of all, I'd like to extend my warmest welcome to all the participants, especially those who have traveled long distances from around the world, including Australia, the Chinese mainland, Israel, Japan, Korea, Singapore, the UK, and the USA. In particular, let me take this opportunity to welcome once again the Honorable Eddie Ng, Secretary for Education of the Hong Kong SAR government. Let's give Eddie another round of applause. And thank you for your inspiring speech. Let me also take this opportunity to welcome Professor Li Lu, Director General of the Education, Science and Technology Department of the Liaison Office of the Central People's Government in Hong Kong SAR. Welcome. Also, I'd like to welcome Dr. Patrick Poon, the Treasurer of the University Council of Polytechnic University. Patrick is over here at this table. Yes, thank you. And of course, Professor Roy Jong, who is the chairman of our university court. And thank you for your message earlier. Thank you very much, Roy. It is my privilege to share with you how PolyU has approached the subject of university social responsibility. Let me begin with a quote from the much decorated playwright George Bernard Shaw. He said, "We are made wise not by recollection of our past, but by the responsibility for our future." At this point of time, societies and members of societies are clearly expected to act wise and be responsible for their future. Universities are no exception. We no longer live in ivory towers. We must function as research bodies and higher education providers, assuming different roles within the complex political, economic, ecological, technical, and cultural systems. On this front, PolyU keeps revisiting its societal missions to make sure we keep abreast of the times and respond to the ever-changing world. Our policies and process set the framework for public accountability, ethical behaviors, and responsible practices. Our research stems from societal needs and addresses the challenges of today and tomorrow. Just to quote a few examples, in 2012, we founded the Research Institute for Sustainable Urban Development to study and establish innovative solutions for sustainable high-density cities. The Jockey Club Design Institute for Social Innovation was unveiled last year with an aim to improving the quality of life through interdisciplinary design research. While PolyU is keen on innovation and research, its other core function is teaching and learning. Talent is the most important asset of a society. But education is not just about knowledge or expertise. It is also about attitudes and values. Riding on the opportunity in 2012, when Hong Kong's higher education sector changed to a 4-year system, PolyU has restructured the curriculum with a view to nurturing a new generation of socially responsible leaders who have a serving heart and live life with passion. One of the key initiatives is to launch a credit-bearing service learning program that requires all undergraduates to connect their professional education with societal needs. It is about exposing them to societal issues and applying their professional knowledge to help resolve them. We want them to be not only competent professionals, but also caring members of society. And thanks to the dedication of our colleagues and the support of our partnering organizations, we now offer some 50 service learning subjects helping less privileged communities in Hong Kong, the Chinese mainland, Cambodia, Indonesia, Vietnam, and as far away as Rwanda. We aim eventually to have about 70 service learning subjects in order to offer students enough diverse opportunities, both in terms of the area of knowledge involved and the type of stakeholders served. Let me share with you some examples of our service learning subjects. PolyU students from the departments of land surveying and geoinformatics, civil and environmental engineering have joined hands with Chinese mainland universities to build bridges in remote villages of Gansu and Shanxi provinces. Our biomedical engineering students have worked with rehabilitation centers in Guangdong province to provide prosthetic and orthotic services to children suffering from cerebral palsy. A team of academics and students of our School of Optometry have conducted eye screening for 800 school children in Xinjiang. And I can go on and on with more examples. But you will be able to find out more about our social responsibility initiatives in the coming 2 days. Before I conclude, let me take just a brief moment to talk about the unusual time that we are all experiencing in Hong Kong. The Occupy movement is now entering its 8th week. Participants believe they are fighting for democracy. But democracy is predicated on respect for diversity and differences. Mutual respect and tolerance of differences are fundamental to resolving complex problems in a truly democratic society and bringing social good. Let us follow the path to collaboration, not confrontation. Be constructive, not destructive. Be respectful, not vengeful. Within the legal framework for constitutional development, let the possibilities inspire us more than the obstacles discourage us. It's high time to work together rationally and constructively to bring an end to the standoff, restore public order, and repair our divided society. Let us be socially responsible. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you share my concern about Hong Kong, and I look forward to joining hands with you all to nurture socially responsible leaders who could lead the world on the right track. So once again, I thank you for joining us, and I wish you all a very fruitful conference. Good to see you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prof. Tong. I'm inviting Prof. Tong to stay on the stage for the presentation of souvenirs to our summit sponsors. May I first invite Ms. Yan Chen, Program Director of Zeshan Foundation, to receive the souvenir. Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Chen. May we now invite Dr. Joseph Lee, President of Wufu Social Enterprises, to receive the souvenir. All right. I'd like to invite Professor Tong, Mr. Eddie Ng, Mr. Li Lu, Dr. Roy Chung, Ms. Yan Chen, distinguished speakers from our collaborating institutions from all over the world, co-chair of the summit, Professor Angelina Yuan and Professor Daniel Shack, keynote speakers of the International Conference on Service Learning. Please come on stage for a photograph session. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the hard work.